When most people picture cattle feed, they imagine an endless, peaceful diet of simple green hay. But to meet modern production demands, commercial feedlots rely heavily on high-energy, calorie-dense grain to drive rapid growth. However, pouring massive amounts of pure starch into a bovine stomach creates a severe biological conflict. The cow's digestive system simply evolved to process grass, not grain. This diagram illustrates what happens inside the primary stomach chamber, the rumen. As high-energy grain rapidly ferments, it produces massive amounts of acid. This triggers a condition called acidosis, where the stomach's pH level plunges well below the safe neutral zone. The immediate casualty of this acid bath is the rumen microbiome. The billions of beneficial bacteria dissolve and die in the highly acidic environment. Left unchecked, this internal chemical crash will halt digestion entirely. The system requires a dedicated physical stabilizer to counteract the acid. That stabilizer is a broad category of fibrous feeds known as roughage. Removing roughage to maximize grain intake causes a total biological failure, physically collapsing the animal's digestive system from the inside out. The protective power of roughage begins with its physical shape. Its tough, fibrous, structural plant matter forces the cow to continuously chew its cud, mechanically breaking down the stiff stalks. All of that constant, abrasive grinding triggers a crucial physiological response. It commands the animal's salivary glands to produce massive, continuous volumes of saliva. This flowchart breaks down the chemistry. Saliva acts as a constant alkaline buffer, flowing into the stomach to neutralize excessive acid. As the buffer calms the environment, pH normalizes. This stabilized fluid allows healthy rumen microbes to instantly bloom, multiply, and resume normal fermentation. Within this physiological cycle, roughage serves a purely mechanical purpose. It forces the animal to manufacture and swallow its own continuous supply of life-saving antacid. Because of this mechanical requirement, commercial feedlots look at roughage as a highly specific toolkit, rather than a single generic pile of dried grass. A professional ration might utilize traditional dry hay, fresh pasture, fermented haylage, dry straw, or chopped corn silage. This radar chart maps 4 variables: fiber, moisture, digestibility, and energy. Corn silage pulls heavily toward energy and moisture, driving growth while stabilizing the stomach. Compare that to dry wheat straw, which maxes out the fiber axis to supply effective fiber, forcing maximum cut chewing. By selecting from this spectrum, agricultural professionals can precisely tune the internal chemical environment of the herd on a daily basis. Feeding at this scale requires a strict engineering mindset. Mill managers must navigate a complex grid of chemical and biological data points for every batch of feed they produce. They don't solve digestive issues by simply dumping random extra bales of roughage into the mixing truck and hoping for the best. Instead, they calculate exact, mathematically balanced rations by weighing the age of the herd against the exact starch content of the grain mix, all while tracking specific production milestones. It is a daily, active system design process. The diet is constantly adjusted to match the exact biological realities and digestive limits of the cattle on any given morning. Through all these complex calculations, the correct volume and type of roughage remains the non-negotiable operational baseline of the entire feedlot system. Striking this exact balance yields a clear, long-term operational payoff. The cattle maintain a consistent, healthy appetite, digest their feed efficiently, and avoid systemic illness throughout their time at the facility. In the high-stakes mechanics of modern agriculture, high-energy grain acts as the gas pedal driving production. Precision-calibrated roughage serves as the essential regulator, providing the biological brakes that keep the entire system from burning out.